Hello everyone, welcome to VMware on our YouTube channel. Today we are going to see how to enable Hyper-V role in Windows Server 2019. So before we get started, please do subscribe to our channel by clicking on subscribe button, and you can also click on bell icon to get the latest notification when I post the new videos. Let's get started. So this is on Windows Server 2019 Data Center Edition server, which I have installed on top of VMware ESXi host. So this Windows Server 2019 is a virtual machine which is running in top of my ESXi 7.0. So let's see some of the services. So I'm running on VMware VMware tools and other snapshot provider, which are the tools which will be running on the VMware virtual machines if we install VMware tools. So let's check how to enable the Hyper-V feature. So to add the Hyper-V feature, click on Add Roles and Features in the Server Manager of your Windows Server 2019. Click on Add. So this is before we begin. So basically, when we want to add any of the roles in Windows Server, we will add it from Roles and Features. So select role-based or feature-based installation. Select the local server. We can also do it for remote server. I have selected the local server. So in the role section, select Hyper-V. So basically it will prompt us to whether we can install the additional features which is related to Hyper-V, which install like a Hyper-V management tool such as Hyper-V Manager and Hyper-V module for Windows PowerShell. So Hyper-V from PowerShell as well. We got an error. So it shows the validation error that which I want to install feature is not getting installed, and the reason it is telling like Hyper-V cannot be installed, the processor is not having the required virtualization capability. Obviously Hyper-V server which needs an CPU virtualization feature. So since this is running inside the virtual machines on top of ESXi server, so let's understand how can we enable the virtualization feature and how can we expose the virtual CPU virtualization feature for this particular Hyper-V server. So I have edited this virtual machine which is MD Windows 01 which is running on my ESXi. Expand the CPU. There is an option called hardware virtualization. Expose the hardware assisted virtualization to the guest OS. So this option expose the full CPU virtualization to the guest operating system, so that like application which is running inside can make use of the hardware virtualization and can run the virtual machine without any need of binary translation or para virtualization features. So once we enable the expose hardware assisted virtualization option, click on OK and power on this virtual machine. So before we need to enable this option, we have to power off the virtual machine because otherwise this option is not enabled. I have powered off the Windows Server 2019. I enabled the feature and powered it back on and logged into the server. Let's try to re-enable the Hyper-V role in the server after enabling the hardware virtualization feature in the virtual machine. Let's add the roles and features. Click on next. It's the same window which we discussed earlier, role based feature installation. Click next. Click on the local server. Click next. So I'm going to select the Hyper-V server. So it should tell me whether I have a capability to run this or not. So it is just checking yes. So it's not throwing an error this time. So let's go to next to get this Hyper-V role installed on it. So we need an virtual network for the virtual machine which is running on top of Hyper-V. So basically, if you have this is basically it automatically detects the network adapter which is running on that particular Windows Server 2019. So we need to have at least one virtual switch which can in turn provide an network to the virtual machine on top of Hyper-V. So I selected this particular Ethernet adapter. This option it will ask about virtual machine migration, so we can perform a live migration of virtual machines between the Hyper-V host by enabling this option. So if we are setting up the like Hyper-V cluster, so we can do it there as well. So I have a plan to set up on like a Hyper-V cluster. So I'm not enabling any of the live migration option this time. I'm not enabling that option. So this is my default location where I can save my hard disk files and configuration file like virtual machine configuration file. So this is the default location. So if you have an custom location where you want to store the hard disk and other configuration, we can specify that. So to this is to confirm the installation. This feature and role installation records and reboot of the server. If we enable the checkbox, it automatically reboots the server once the installation is completed. So we don't want to do that. So I'm just not selecting this option. I will manually restart the server once I added this feature. So the installation is started. Basically, this setup will install the Hyper-V role on Windows Server 2019, and it also uh, installs a management tool such as Hyper-V GUI management tool, which is nothing but Hyper-V Manager, and my Hyper-V module for PowerShell, so I can manage the Hyper-V servers from my PowerShell as well. So installation is completed. Let's reboot the server and bring back to see whether we have the Hyper-V role is installed or not. So this I'm just selecting a planned migration continue. The server is getting restarted. I have logged into. Let's open up the Hyper-V Manager. We can find the Hyper-V Manager under the administrative tools. Go to Windows icon. Under the Windows administration tool, you can find an Hyper-V Manager if it got installed in the previous step. So I opened the Hyper-V Manager. It automatically detects my server MDWin01, which is a local server. We can also add a remote server, a remote Hyper-V server to manage from Hyper-V Manager console. Let's try to create a new virtual machine to ensure we can power off the virtual machines in top of the nested Hyper-V server. So I'm creating a new virtual machine. Right click new virtual machines. So specify the name for this virtual machine. I'm specifying demo VM for this. Click on next. Specify the generation. It's basically talks about 32-bit GB on 64 and connect some of the network. Assign the memory, some of the basic. Select the network. Specify the hard disk size for this particular virtual machine. I'm just specifying 10 GB for this. So I'm not going to install the operating system now. So I selected install operating system later. In this option. So virtual machine is created. Let's try to power on the virtual machine. Right click and click on start. It will power on the virtual machine, and we don't have any OS installed, so we are good now. Please do subscribe to the channel and click on bell icon to get the latest updates. Thank you so much. Bye.